Happy New Year. On this solemnity of Mary, the Mother of God, I am drawn to the first words of today's gospel. The shepherds went with haste to Bethlehem and found Mary and Joseph. The action of the shepherds who went with haste makes me consider how I am approaching this day, this year with haste. As every year passes to the next, we reflect on our personal resolutions. What am I going to do differently this year? What can I be more intentional about in this year? What will I do better this year? And when it comes to faith, how am I going to grow in it this year? The shepherds, upon hearing the good news from the angels, went with haste to see the Blessed Mother, Saint Joseph, and the child Jesus. In our resolutions, how will we bring the company of the Holy Family into our journeys? Whether we're planning on losing a few pounds or resolving to be a little more kind on social media or something else, today's solemnity reminds us that we do not need to do it alone. We have the maternal guidance of Mother Mary, the protection of good Saint Joseph, and the divine company of Jesus, our brother and Savior. Through prayer and a reflection on the scriptures, through engagement in the life of the church, and infusing our resolutions with our vocation and mission to the world, anything is possible. You see, the shepherds went with haste. They resolved to do something new, but they needed the company of the Holy Family right then and there. The phrase "with haste" appears a few lines earlier in the gospel when St. Luke describes Mary's action after hearing the message of an angel, saying, Mary set out and traveled to the hill country in haste to the town of Judah to see Elizabeth, her cousin. Both phrases in Greek have the same root word, and it is telling that Mary, whose feast we celebrate today, engaged in the same immediacy as those shepherds. All of them resolved to move quickly after hearing the Lord speak to their hearts. I'm looking to them as I set out with haste into this coming year. On my own, my resolutions might work, or they might not. But with God's grace, in the company of the Blessed Mother and the Holy Family, with proper discernment and prayer, I can be confident that whatever I go to in haste this year will be the fullness of God's plan for my life to come. With that in mind, may God bless you this year and always.